We're here on South Baldwin Farms, and today we're going to talk about the key design features of our chicken tractor. The tractor has two sections. You can see there's a shelter area that we have some used tin that we put on back there, and then there's the chicken wires, so they get a little more air movement and breeze and sunshine and things like that. Bugs can hop in, so that's the advantage of this. We've got a door on it so that we can get in and they can't. We've got latches on it because it's a German Shepherd, so it's a smart dog and can probably get in. Raccoons, things like that would think to lift this door eventually. So you just lift the door, keep the chickens from coming out, and you can go in and do the food and water and things like that. Grab the chickens or whatever you need to do. We've also got a tarp for whenever it's going to rain. We can pull the tarp over, and we got some bungee cords we can pull it down so that they've got complete shelter if it's going to rain. Also, the back has a piece of tin on it, so that kind of gives them a wind shelter. Ideally, if we know a storm's coming, we'll put the back to the direction the wind's coming from. So that's the overall chicken tractor. This is one of the key features of the chicken tractor. This is how we move it. So we've got these wheels that normally they are up and off the ground, and the chicken tractor sits on the ground. And then we've got this lever that you just push over, and it stops against that block and lifts the whole chicken tractor about 3 inches off the ground. There's one on the other side, and it's balanced so that the front's just a little bit heavy, so that whenever you pull, the front comes off the ground, and then it's balanced and the whole thing's off the ground and you pull it. The only downside to this system, which I haven't seen a system that doesn't have this problem, is whenever you run into a little bit of a hole. Then you bottom out and the frame is on the ground, and you just have to pull really hard, and then you're through it. But it's not a big deal. So, and then whenever we're done moving, you move the lever back and it's back setting on the ground. Pretty simple. It was like $15 in materials per set to make these. And it took me a little bit of time the first time, but now that I know what I'm doing, I think I can make one of these sets, probably 20 minutes to make it. So anyways, that's how you lift the tractor off the ground. Food and water for the chickens. How do they get their food? How do they get their water? Well, part of the chicken tractor idea is they can scratch, they can get insects, they can get grubs or whatever, worms out of the ground. But their main food source, probably 80–90% of their food, is actually coming from the food that we put in here for them. And of course, 100% of their water comes out of these. So this tractor actually has two different waters. We're experimenting with something here. So this is the typical water we've been using. We don't like it a whole lot because we have to take it out and fill it at least twice a day. This one's only a 2 gallon, we've got a 5 gallon here and a 7 gallon over there. But what you do is you just take it and give it a little twist, and that unlocks it, and you can pull it apart, fill it up with water, put it back down, lock it in place, and it pulls a siphon so it doesn't just all gush out. There's got a little tray there for the chickens to drink out of. The other one is these nipple waters over here. It's a 5 gallon bucket on the back of the chicken tractor, and just gravity feeds down to this pipe that's got nipples, and you can see, oh, maybe we can get a chicken to come peck at it or give you a close up of it, but they'll come and peck at these little nipples and water comes out. So this is another thing that we're trying right now, so maybe we can put a bigger tank on the back of the chicken tractor and not fill it so often. So anyways, that's how they get their food and water.